Guys, what up? Look at the title. We're going to be going over another episode of the Atlas build. It's going to be solely focused on Atlas, a little bit of team play stuff, what I'm doing for the team, but this is going to be solely on where I'm at with my build, kind of what we want to be working on, the changes that I've made to my stations. So with Atlas, getting vision down for your team so you guys can see this. One of the main things, I'll do that right now. So positioning your scanners in different parts around the map. So like this one is at one of our major labor positions. So you guys can see this. You can see how much vision we have. We've got all the stations here. All these are ice stations, and you can see how far our vision goes. All I'm doing as a scanner or as Atlas, dropping 1,000 strength probes. That's all we're doing here. Same thing with this position. So you guys can see vision is falling off. We need to get back out here and drop more vision. That's all I'm working on. This position. This. We can keep dropping vision, but I think this guy was working on just lighting up a bunch of stations. We'll just do this. We're going to light up these stations. We're going to continue getting vision on this front. So this position for the team play and the scanner role, especially as Atlas, is I don't think we necessarily right in this moment have any plans to push this. There is a fob up here. So maybe the fob warps here and maybe we'll start pushing into this position. But right now this is kind of just a point of contention. It could be a front where they stage ships at any one of these stations, and then they can start pushing into us, like stage here and fight us here, stage here, fight us here, stage here, fight us here. So we're just getting vision where we should have vision on all these stations, and that's my job. So keeping that up. So we're gonna get back to my build. So we're starting to kind of finish up at least one of the stations. So my third station in my build. So when I had initially sent my Workshed station out here, this was my mining colony station. It's almost done. So most of this is built. Other little things here and there that I don't really need to upgrade right now. I'm just solely focusing passively get us gas, metal as the two main important ones. So this one's kind of done. It's been a little bit since we've done an update on this, but we'll timestamp the bottom for sure on this. Is actually watch this too. So we got 40 minutes. We got an augment. So the update to this, I don't think I showed this. So my starter I blew up. I'm pretty sure, or I might have documented that. So I blew up my starter, so I'm no longer out where I had started the game. I blew it up, and I, put the 12-hour timer, moved my ships, most of my resources, and I wanted to get a better position. So the cause and effect of that is the starter wasn't all it was doing for me is making scouts and doing some raiding, and that's it. Now you can see this station. So this station's, look at it, it's only 356. It's only a couple days old. It's already got a mining colony at it. I've taken a position out here where it's got horizons on it. It's got 5 range. It's got a really good mining colony on it, and you can see this. So as soon as so today's day 17 on the server. There's still, or no, day 14 or 15. There's still 2 weeks left. So regardless of what's happening on the map, there's still 2 more weeks. That means we're halfway there. So blowing up your starter, repositioning it on a better position on the map, getting moons, getting way better production than your starter will ever have is what you want to do. And so that's what I did. So I blew it up, put a mining colony here, and then there's a 7-point moon here. And there's double 6, 7 here. So we push this guy. This is part of ICE. They're AFK. We're raiding them. We're killing them. We're looting resources from them. And then as soon as we blow this station up, I can move. So you guys remember, right now my capital ship assembly is on a 5 point. I could put my capital ship assembly here, and that's what my plan is. We're going to blow up this station, put it on a 7. So I've got a mining colony here. This thing's probably making 12, 13, 14,000 metal. Putting it on moving my capital ship assembly here for way better production. So that's kind of my plan for this. I don't think we'll see it because the server's almost over. But if the server was going to last another 2 weeks, that's exactly what I would be doing here. And another station I plunked down here. So I think I might have addressed this, maybe not, but we ended up landing a station here. So kind of in the same area where my economy is. My capital or my workshed station, my mining colony station, and then I plunked down another HSA. So this station, I have made Mick here. It's only 4 range. And so 1, 2, 3, 4. So I put a fortress here. It's a level 5 fortress. And the reason I did that was I wanted to outclaim these moons. So what I reference up here, so in 37 minutes, I can put a augment on this fortress. And it already, a plain fortress gets 1 ring. And then making 2 medical bays pushes it out to 3 range. So you guys can see this card. 1 more range on your fortress pushes it out. Okay, that means the edge is 5 strength. As soon as I augment this, it will make the strength at the edge 6. And so it will outclaim this double large moon. So it's a 6-point HSA position. And I'll be able to do, I've already got the, or most of the, I can actually do that. We'll do this. Upgrade. And keep upgrading this to level 5. The mix already done. Now it's just outclaiming this in 37 minutes, finishing up making the 6. And then I can start making frigates from here. Actually, I do that right now. So we can just queue up a couple. Queue up a couple frigates. And so that's my goal. Remember, this entire build I've been extremely heavy in crystal. So I'm going to start pumping. We're going to right now. So when it's all said and done, right now, my build. So we can go over the actually, well, do we want to go to logistics? Maybe we will. So we'll go to stations. So my workshed station is making 7-point recons. We got our first mining colony station. Our CSA right now is at a 5, but I've already got, so that was the other kind of thing I did at my right now. So I'm making capitals here, but as soon as I swap this to an HSA, so I've got Mick here, but I ended up making this 6 military buildings, and I made orbital here. So as soon as this swaps from a 5-point CSA to a 5-point HSA, I'm going to start making gunships here. I've already got orbital here. So that was my change. And also the combo here for just helping with my economy is Resource Bazaar and Huang. I might have went over that, which basically makes this station so it can trade at a 2-to-1 instead of a 4-to-1, which all stations trade resources at a 4-to-1 cost. And this one can trade at a 2. So it's really nice. You want to at least have one station like this in your economy or in any one of your positions, but it helps having it at your economy so you can trade like at a mining colony for 2-to-1 instead of 4-to-1. So that's really nice. So getting back to this, so logistics at my stations. So 7-point recons, 5-point gunships or frigates. 6-point frigates or recons, and then this one's going to be a 7-point carriers. So you guys can see 7-point carriers, 7-point recons, 6-point frigates, 6-point or 5-point frigates or 5-point gunships. We're going to be on 3 HSA, 1 CSA, 2 mining colonies. So not only is this my CSA or my capital ship assembly, but it's also a mining colony, double apex mining laser. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pair Actually, I take that back. Oh, that was the other thing. So my plan, if I don't make another one of these, is I'm gonna redo my workshed. So my last real comment here on my build is this position was not good for my workshed. These ranges at 3 range are not good. See, 360 crystal, 288 gas, and 168 metal versus this is already at my we talked about this and scouted this a little bit. You can see this position. So you've got 552 metal, 528 gas. These would be massive workshed, and there's 2 of them. You can see this. Both of these, making another. So you can see up here, I've got 14 IP already. I could just settle a station right here and change this to a better workshed, and that's my plan. So if this server lasted another 2 weeks, that's exactly what I would do here. I would change my workshed. I would repurpose the old workshed and do something else here. I'm not sure what I would do with it. But the reason for moving that is because it's just so much more metal and gas of what my build is. So I'm making a lot of scouts, a lot of recons, and carriers. So having a lot of metal and a lot of gas is what I need. And right now, this workshed is heavy on crystal. So I don't need crystal right now. I need metal and gas. That's why I would make a new station here, move my workshed here, and then tear these ones down, and then just figure something else out with this position. So that's kind of my plan for my stations. And then obviously the other 2 stations I have are my labor stations. So we're out here, got most of the carrier buffs, got the frigate buffs. On the other one, it has my recon buffs, and then I'm slowly getting the recon buffs here. I haven't really prioritized this as much as I should have. I should have had these built a long time ago, but doing this build and doing Atlas or doing P and Chow, and all you're using is a ton of gas. It's very, very, very tough to get everything that you need built without, like I showed you, manipulating my economy more, just so it makes it easier for me to create resources out here, build the buildings I need for ship buffs. So those are my 2 labor stations. And then, so we've got some, I talked about, I'm not really going to go into what's going on in the server. You guys can reference the server with other Crossfire 14 videos I will be posting alongside these. And I'm going to more focus on just my Atlas build. So scanning, getting my recons buffs, getting my scouts buffs. Because what you'll do with your giant ball of sabotage fleet is start sabotaging stations, sabotaging outposts, and using them for maybe chasing down other players and hitting them in situationally good trades for yourself or your team. But we're going to go up to policies real quick, and I wanted to share what I would swap into. So as Atlas, you have access to 3 domain options. So your wildcard position, or this wildcard slot, can be any card in the game. It doesn't have to be wild. So if I was to change anything right now, obviously I'm scanning a lot more. So I could easily pop this card on and get 1 more radius and another day long on my probes, which is probably what I'll do right now. You could do I don't know. There's plenty of options, and Little Birds is always good option. But pretty much Unveil the Universe is definitely one that you want as Atlas. You could maybe swap off your resource cost for domain buildings and just put this one in there, and then you keep your space lanes for speed for all your fleets. But there's a better version of this card. Actually, I think. Oh, that's light. Never mind. Thought there's a better one for this. So yeah, space lanes is really nice. Can't remember. I'm a little tired right now. If you guys can't tell, let's stumble through this. There's a lot more options here. You could throw HP on instead of having, you know, your first cards. Populous first shouldn't be on here. Army first shouldn't be on here. I should have better options on here. Definitely maybe firepower or HP on all my fleets. You could actually have Viva on here. So you could swap off Army first and put Viva on here, and it reduces your scout time cost by 17%. So I could put that on there and get my scout production higher and faster. Or you could swap in and do savings. So national security is 9% less time cost for scouts. So that's even more savings, time savings on scouts. So that's massive. You should maybe do that if you're doing a full scout build. Plenty of options here you guys can do. And then so the team play, you guys can just go reference one of the Crossfire 14 episodes on, this is day 14, and we've already started the timer. There's 2 days left on this before the timer runs out and the server's over. For you new players, just watch these videos, and you're gonna be able to grasp at least maybe what Atlas needs to do, which is vision, sabotage, getting scouts, getting recons, focusing your economy around gas and metal for sure, but definitely gas, HSAs, 6-point moon positions, 7-point moon positions, helping scan for your team and dropping probes and getting vision. Till next time, guys, hopefully you enjoyed these. Leave me some support, like this, subscribe if you really enjoy this kind of content. Hopefully we can keep this game going for another year or so, and there's going to be a little spicy server in October. And until next time, guys, peace out.